Hello, so today I'm going to be showing you guys some useful calculator tricks. The first one I'm going to be showing is the table function. So one use that you could use it for is for these equation of the line questions. So for example, say we had to find the equation of a line that passes through the points 5, -2, and 12, 7. So first we use the slope equation, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Using our points, y2 is 7, y1 is -2. Divided by 12 minus 5 gives us a slope of 9/7, or approximately 1.286. We then sub this point into our equation, y equals mx plus b. Our y value for this point is -2, and then we replace the x with our 5, giving us -2 equals 5 times 1.286 plus b. Then we can rearrange that to solve for b, and we get -8.43. So that gives us the equation y equals 1.286x minus 8.43. So what you can do with the calculator here, I'm just going to clear, put it to the normal mode. So this isn't the exact calculator, but it's pretty similar to one that we have. So what you can do is you go to mode, you scroll down and you select you select 2 for table, and you don't enter in y equals, you just enter the right side of the equation. So we'll do 1.286, and then to enter an x, we hit alpha, then hit x, and then we have to do our b, so minus 8.43, and then to enter that, we hit equals. We don't want to enter a second function in, so we're just going to equals again. And now it's going to ask us for our step. So the step is basically like the increment that increases that, but we're just going to keep it at 1, so hit equals. And then it'll give us this useful table here. So what we can do is we can check our points. So at x equals 5, we should have -2. And then we had another point, I believe it was x equals 12. Oh, it's not letting me. All right, sorry. X equals 12 should have 7. There is a bit of a decimal there, but that's because we did round instead of using exact numbers. So that's how you can use the table function to check your answers to make sure that you've done the equation of the line correctly. There are some other uses for that, but that is one of them. Next, I'm going to be showing you a little shortcut for converting numbers into engineering notation. So say we had 557,112, and we wanted to convert that into engineering notation. Do is we enter a calculator, hit equals, and then we hit the alpha button here, and then the engineering button here, or 1, sorry, and it will convert it into engineering notation. So that would be 557, and then that E basically means times 10, and then to the power of 3. So that would be 557,000, or sorry, 557.112 times 10 to the power of 3, and that would be an engineering notation. And we can also do this for decimal numbers as well. So say we had 0.0000482. So 0.0000482. Hit equals alpha engineering, and that is 48.2 times 10 to the power of -6, because it is a decimal. So that is another useful little trick on the calculator. This last one is not super relevant right now, but once we start getting into quadratics, it'll be pretty useful. So one way you could solve this is by factoring. So then you could factor that out. It would be, let me think, 2x plus 3 times x minus 1, I believe, equals 0. And then you set each of these equal to 0. 2x plus 3 equals 0 minus 3 from each side. 2x equals -3, and then x would equal -3 over 2 or -1.5. And then x minus 1 equals 0, then x would just equal 1. But we can also solve this using our calculator. So what we're going to do is go to hit the mode button again, and we're going to hit 4 for equation. And this is a quadratic equation because the highest power is a power of 2. And then our a value is the 2 here. So that's a, that's b, and that's c. So we have 2, 1, and -3. So 2, 1, and -3. And then it will tell us what x is equal to. So we have x equals 1 and x equals -1.5. So for this one, factoring it isn't super difficult, but say we had something like 17x squared plus 24x minus 112 or something equals 0, and we wanted to try to factor that, that would basically be impossible. So we could enter it here. So we had 17, 24, and -112. Make sure to hit this negative and brackets button instead of the minus, or else you'll get an error. And there you go. Yeah, x equals 1.956 and -3.367. That's something you would not be able to figure out by factoring. So there are 3 useful functions on the calculator that you can use. The table function for checking your answers for these linear type questions, how to convert engineering notation, and how to use the equation mode.